The International Relations Roundtable, or IRRT project titled Expanding IRRT Membership Across Continents, Engaging New Members for Global Inclusivity, was spearheaded by the IRRT Membership Committee and undertaken by our emerging leader team, Team F. The project used comprehensive surveys to identify both opportunities for diversifying the membership demographic and retention issues among the membership base. We crafted each survey question to ensure that we were asking for the specific information that we needed. For instance, in the current member survey, as you see on the slide, we had the question, will you benefit from translated IRT materials? We wanted to know whether the member needed translated materials, given that IRT materials are only in English. We paid special attention to the wording to not mislead. We did not want to ask, oh, would you like translated materials? Because they may answer yes out of consideration for those members who actually do need it. We wanted to know if they specifically needed the material to be translated. This is the level of thought that went into each question posed in our surveys. The IRRT member guides and the IRRT membership committee offered feedback on the survey drafts, which helped us refine and create finalized versions. And then both surveys were then distributed widely to the respective focuses through LinkedIn, ALA Connect, IRT Facebook page, the ALA IRT, the Association for Library Service to Children, and the main forum, just to make sure we got the current members and the former members.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kellyanne Healey, and I'm here to tell you a bit about how we marketed the initial survey. Once we fine tuned it with feedback from our member guides, the survey launched in late March. Our goal was to get at least 150 responses on both surveys overall by April 15th. The primary avenue used to reach both current and former members was through the IRRT email listserv. It includes 660 plus members from 2018 to 2024. The survey was also posted on multiple ALA Connect forums, including the General Members Forum, IRRT, and ALSC, or the Association for Library Service to Young Children. We realized that not all current or former members might look at the IRRT specific forum and cast our net wider. The ALA Members Forum has 46,000 plus members, while ALSC has over 2,800. Once the initial deadline had passed, though, we noted that we did not yet have enough responses for a substantive sample size and decided to extend the survey through April 29th. We again posted it on the forums mentioned above, and this time also posted the survey on LinkedIn. While we did not meet our response goals, the feedback we did receive revealed interesting trends that Camille will discuss on the following slides.
Hi there, my name is Camille Abdeljawad, and I took on the role of doing a lot of data analysis throughout this project. One thing that was really interesting for us to analyze and look at was our results from our survey of both current and former IRT members. We've received 92 responses from our current members and 27 responses from our former IRT members. While we had hoped for more, we realized that this isn't statistically significant or that it is a really great representation of our former members. It did allow us to get some feedback from former members and allow us to get some insight into some trends or areas of growth for the roundtable. We blinded all of the data and assigned participant IDs to all of them so that we could both look at all of the responses aggregated, but also look at each response on the whole as they responded to every single question. And this allowed us to get some really interesting feedback, like when we saw that participants expressed that they were dissatisfied with their experience at IRT, and then we could see what factors may have led to that specifically for that participant. We were able to also visualize this data in a variety of ways. You'll see here that I have this chart here of current and former members. These have been combined because they are both asked this exact same question. Their awareness of IRT programs, and it was really interesting to learn more about which programs IRT members that are current and former knew about and which ones they didn't. You can also see in this data visualization that we have communication platform preferences, it seems that a lot of our members that are kind of ingrained in the ALA system really prefer ALA Connect to traditional social media platforms such as Facebook or a blog or even the IRT website. And that was really interesting for us to know because that will help us tailor our communication with IRT members going forward. I also was interested in the result of IRT benefits my professional development. We are really glad to see that most participants did respond with either they agree or they strongly agree that IRT benefits their professional development. But I'm wondering what might be the reason that some participants marked they neither disagree nor agree, or that they disagree. And again, we can go back and we can look at that participant other responses to things like do they feel like they have access to materials that are in their native language or the language that they speak with patrons at work. That might be a barrier for them to fully get the full advantages of the IRT roundtable. And finally, I want to showcase all of the different librarians that are working all over the world. We are truly global librarians, and this roundtable is all about celebrating this. So, thank you to all of you who are members of the IRT, and I hope that you will come to our poster to learn more about the findings from our survey, as well as pick up a fun global librarian pin, as well as support the International Relations Roundtable.
Hello, my name is Ezra Letson, and I'm going to be walking you through the notable findings from our current and former member surveys. The first and primarily most important one, I would say, is the potential for increased connection with members. A majority of IRRT members appear to be disconnected from the activities and opportunities available to them as roundtable members. A majority didn't know what they could do or what they had access to through being a part of the IRRT. Secondly, language accessibility. At present, materials are only offered in English. There are no translated materials or services for their members despite serving a global audience. And so approximately 15% of current member survey respondents indicate they were not comfortable accessing materials in English, and 24% responded that they would benefit from translated materials. So this looks like something that could be examined in the future as a way to entice, and attract new members. Lastly, areas to diversify. At present, the largest geographical area in which the membership base is located is in fact the United States. 57% of respondents also work in an academic institution. 16% work in other types of institutions. Another majority that we discovered was that 58% have worked in libraries, museums, and archives for over 21 years. Only 8.6% have worked in these fields for up to 5, and 5.4% from between 5 to 10 years. Some recommendations we may have would just be to work on increasing the engagement of the current IRRT membership, and not just engagement, but awareness of the opportunities available to them. Evaluating the roundtable's existing presence on popular social media platforms, that might likely prove a useful starting point. And future campaigns designed to attract new members should be targeted largely towards international librarians in the global community, as we have such a majority currently in North America. Taking the initiative to pursue translation and publication of existing and forthcoming IRRT materials should prove a way to increase interest and potential benefit within the global audience and attract new members.